Welcome back, Wolfpack. Villas here, and this is how to use Tangrowth. What? That's a lot of stats. Okay. Again, getting caught off guard by the Pokemon you don't see that often. 4 stats at level 100, or at base 100 or higher. It's only weaknesses, speed, and special defense, and you can actually play around that really well. What about its typing? Just grass type? Not the best. Like, with a pure grass type, you are very weak to a lot of things. You resist quite a bit, but overall, it's a little touch and go. Pokemon Showdown though, and see what we got here, and basically your main way of running Tangrowth is going to be Chlorophyll Sweeper. As I keep saying, you need to get some form of Sunny Day out there, that, you know, if you have a Pokemon with Heat Rock, a Pokemon with Drought, and you get Sunny Day set up and you can get into Tangrowth safely, or you sack off that Pokemon, Tangrowth is going to be very, very strong for you. That what I was thinking to get the most out of Tangrowth is go with EV investment into hit points and speed. Now, it might seem off, but what I'm thinking is even if you're switching into Tangrowth, or if you're trying to set up on Tangrowth, you're going to want the hit points more because then you can use Growth. Boost the attack and special attack by 2. In Sunny Day, Growth actually does double the effect, so you get a double of your attack and special attack, which means that the EV investment, you know, it's not needed as much as long as you're stretching for that growth, and now you're going to have a good amount of attack and special attack. After that, Life Orb is going to give you a lot of extra huge damage, and then Seed Bomb for your physical coverage, or Power Whip, or Rock Slide, or Earthquake. It has a lot of moves that you can use physically. And then mostly you're going to be a special attacker, which is why I went for the Mild Nature. Don't see that one too often. And I was thinking by doing that, you know, you're making it to where you can still have a chance to endure special attack, or you can endure a special attack, so it's not super effective, and your defense doesn't suffer too much, so you'll still have a lot of gold bulk. After that, you can just Sludge Bomb for huge amounts of damage, Solar Beam, go for other coverage moves if you want, try to have like that physical option as well. You never know what you might need, so I was thinking, like, you know, there's a lot of moves that run on Tangrowth, and you can run the growth set with it very, very well. On the same idea of Chlorophyll, I was also looking into doubles. That with doubles, you know, you get that Sunny Day set up. If it's already Drought Pokemon, you don't have to worry, but if you're using Sunny Day, you're bringing in Drought, or you're Mega Evolving with Charizard Y, might be safe to bring Protect. After that, you become fast, and then I was thinking, you know, max out your attack, get a huge amount of attack, Life Orb, Rock Slide, Earthquake for the double hits, and then Power Whip for like the single focus beatdown. And you should be running very well with Tangrowth on that. You can also even try Growth. It'd be kind of a stretch, it'd be kind of risky, but if you don't get the Focus Fire and then you get Growth up, Rock Slide and Earthquake are definitely going to be doing some crazy stuff for you. I was also looking into other ways of running him offensively. You just kind of go with special attack, like Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, Sludge Bomb, with choice specs, and then Regenerator, which means, like, you know, you can spec yourself into something. If it gets bad, you can switch out, and Regenerator is going to be really good because it recovers 1/3 of your maximum hit points when you switch out. Also, you can have Hidden Power Ice, or Hidden Power whatever you can get a hold of for your other kind of special attacks. Or sometimes, you know, you can even go with the Sleep Powder. That if you don't see a better option, throw out Sleep Powder. If it works, you can switch out. Now you get a free Pokemon to switch in on Sleep. Or you can use Focus Blast. I don't like that 70% accuracy. That 70% accuracy will lose you more games than it wins, it feels like sometimes. But with this, you're just going to go Modest Nature, 2v2, 2v2, try to get as much hit point bulk, be special attacky. Or also, instead of Energy Ball, you can go with the Giga Drain. That way you'll just be trying to soak up as much hit points back as you can after taking a solid hit. We also have Regenerator Assault Vest Tangrowth. That when you look at it, low special defense, we can fix that with an Assault Vest. Max out the hit points, go with the defensive nature, special defense, Assault Vest, and now you have a free reign to do a lot. That you have a lot of physical attributes, you also have a lot of special attack attributes. So you have like Leaf Storm, Knockoff, Earthquake, Power Whip. The idea behind this is you lead with Leaf Storm, do a huge amount of damage, cut your special attack, now you don't care. Use Knockoff to like kind of be supporty, Earthquake for well-rounded damage, and Power Whip for the huge hit. 85 accuracy, a little better than 70%. Also with that 120 power, you're going to get a lot for not having that offensive investment. So Assault Vest can work out pretty well. You can also play it a little differently, that if you want to put something into your offenses, you could maybe even just go with the attack like that, and maybe even throw down an offensive nature depending on how you want to feel about it. So you can run it a little different, but it's mostly about that sheer durability, that you can come in, not take a lot of damage, switch out for Regenerator, and I could see this working very well. That with a Regenerator physical tank, you have a potential better Skarmbliss. That with the Skarmbliss idea, it's that you set up some kind of entry hazards and then you go into a physical tank for like such as Skarmory, and then when they bring in a special attacker, you go into Blissey. Since Tangrowth is really weak to a lot of special kind of moves, you just go into Blissey, you're safe from that, and you're good to go from there. Go back into Tangrowth, Regenerator heals you up a lot, and now you're just dealing with some shenanigans. I was thinking you could run him just pure defensive tank as well. Set up Leech Seed, Infestation, Sleep Powder, have Giga Drain for some form of slight regeneration, and you can run pretty well. That, you know, if they go to switch out and you set up Infestation, now they can't leave, you get a free Leech Seed, switch out, and then you can go into Blissey or Chansey or Eviolite or some kind of special attacker, and then you can play it from there. Reuniclus, I believe, is a special. Let me go in. I might be on the verge of something new here, guys. Reuniclus. Yeah, Reuniclus has a good amount of special defense bulk, so it also has Regenerator. Maybe we could start a new wave here. Reunigrowth. New Skarmbliss kind of idea that if you run it, you're going to have a good amount of special defense. You can use Calm Mind on Reuniclus as well. And if you have an entry hazard already set up, you can use those Pokemon as your pivots right there. And since they have Regenerator, they're going to be getting frustratingly high amounts of hit points back. And then you also have Leech Seed and stuff like that. And also Synthesis. You can just have your sustain move, put them to sleep, set up on them hard, and get some really crazy shenanigans done, especially if they're physical attacker, or play around with their special attack. And then, here's the Verlis set. Amnesia. Put a lot of hit point, defensive investment, give it Amnesia, round it out with a Leech Seed Toxic, go into Synthesis, Regenerator. Your item could be whatever you want. I'm thinking Leftovers, but there's also a lot of other things that you could try to run here, like a Citrus Berry. That way you get the most out of your Amnesia, and you don't have to worry because of Leech Seed and Synthesis set up. Overall, Tangrowth has a lot of shenanigans. I might want to look into some other Regenerator Pokemon for this, because like a Regeneration kind of pivot team could be very strong with Tangrowth as one of its core Pokemon. You get Leech Seed set up, there's bouncing around, statuses. It could be pretty frustrating, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's how you use Tangrowth.